The Florida Chamber's 2015 Competitiveness Agenda builds on 4 years of success. We've had over 99 successful pieces of legislation passed in the last 4 years, and we very much feel that the momentum of Florida continues to be in the right direction. And this year's Competitiveness Agenda very much builds off of those last 4 years. In our remarks today, we'd like to comment on four specific initiatives that we're pushing this year. First of all, you'll hear our push for lowering the cost of living and the cost of doing business for families and small businesses throughout Florida, and we'll do that through targeted tax reforms. The second area we want to talk about today has to do with regulatory relief, and the Chamber is launching a massive 5-year regulatory reform and regulatory alignment project to take advantage of the opportunities we have before us for private sector, especially small business job growth. Third, securing long-term sustainable water solutions to our state, and you'll hear us talk about that today. And then finally, championing additional education reforms. I think you've known the Florida Chamber's been at the forefront of education reform for over a decade, and this is another important year when it comes to our kids and when it comes to workforce.
The Florida Chamber believes it's important that we continue to lower the cost of doing business and the cost of living in Florida on our small businesses and on our families. And that is why we support the following: reducing the cell phone tax, known as the communication services tax, reducing sales tax on commercial leases. Florida continues to be the only state in the nation that charges that tax, and clearly it's become a competitive issue for us. Preventing future hurricane taxes through incremental property insurance reform. Eliminating the $1.4 billion hidden health care tax on insured Floridians. Reducing the $3,400 family lawsuit abuse tax that was identified in the Towers Perrin study. We also support raising the cap on Florida's R&D tax credit program to stimulate more of those R&D jobs coming to our state. We support reducing the Florida corporate income tax, as the governor has fought for over the last several years. And finally, leveling the playing field for Florida's Main Street businesses through e-fairness.
The Florida Chamber's prediction is that we will add in the neighborhood of 250,000 new private sector jobs in 2015. We believe Florida will grow by over 280,000 new residents in 2015. Hence the need for additional education reforms, hence the need for additional water solutions, as well as other infrastructure solutions such as transportation. But with all the good news of Florida's growth, now is not the time to sit back and get complacent. Now's the time to go even further on offense, or as I say, it's time to put the pedal to the floor, so to speak.